mipaka na mikaka, je, twaweza kukutana turejelee yote? Wanasema muda unaponya, mbona bado ninaumwa? Hello, wanisikia? Niko pwani nikiota juu ya vile tulikuwa kama vijana tulipokuwa huru. Nimesahau ilivyohisi kabla dunia ianguke tofauti baina yetu na maili milioni. Hello toka kwa mataa, mara elfu kakupigia, kuomba msamaha kwa niliyotenda, lakini mteja hapatikani. Hello toka kwa mataa, naweza sema nimejaribu. Penzi nisamehe kwa kuvunja moyo, lakini ni kama haikujalishi kamwe. Hello, wambaje, ni kawaida yangu kujizungumzia. Oh, niwie radhi, natumai utaniwia radhi. Je, uliweza hama toka ule mji uliokuboesha? Siyo siri kuamini nawe, tunapitwa na masaa. Hello toka kwa mataa, mara elfu kakupigia, kuomba msamaha kwa niliyotenda, lakini mteja hapatikani. Hello toka kwa mataa, naweza sema nimejaribu. Mpenzi nisamehe kwa kuvunja moyo, lakini ni kama haikujalishi kamwe. 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 Naweza sema nimejaribu. Mpenzi nisamehe kwa kuvunja moyo, lakini ni kama haikujalishi. Hello toka kwa mataa, naweza sema nimejaribu. Mpenzi nisamehe kwa kuvunja moyo, lakini ni kama haikujalishi kamwe. 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 Hello.
The hashtag is one-on-one people. That is the amazing Dela, and I can hear your applause from where you're watching us from. Please give us your feedback using the hashtag one-on-one. That is Dela. Kenyan sensation Dela trended for days when she released a Swahili version of British singer Adele's global hits Hello. Okay, there she goes. Dela received rare reviews from fans on YouTube and other social media platforms. In fact, a lot of you felt that her version was actually better than Adele's version. So here she is with us in the studio, and tonight we're inviting you to send us your favorite Dela hit. Which is your all-time favorite? Out of all the songs you know her for, which is your favorite? Send us those tweets using the hashtag one-on-one. Use a hashtag of your favorite song of Dela, and 5 of you will get VIP tickets to all of Dela's concerts this year. How cool is that? Our resident DJ in studio, DJ Crossfade, on the ones and twos every Friday right here on One-on-One. And of course, we must applaud the brilliant acoustics from Ben, that is Dela's guitarist tonight. Dela, karibu sana, thanks for coming too.
Thanks for having me.
I am so happy to have you in studio. Let's begin with, so Dela is your stage name.
Yeah.
Is that what you go by every other day?
Okay, at home they call me Adele. Funny enough, because I was born, my birth name is Adeline Maranga. So everyone, as I was growing up, everyone just called me Adele. So that's why I changed my name, because it was already a name out there as an artist name. So I just took the A to the end and became Dela.
And you are an architect, so whether you're studying architecture or have studied architecture, tell us about that and your choice to pursue music instead, if at all.
I'm still studying architecture, and they've been really supportive there, because they know the University of Nairobi. So I had taken actually a really long time away from school, but now when I came back they've been really supportive, because both of these things are very demanding. So it's been great. Music, actually, I kind of started doing music professionally through architecture school. Because when I was there, that's when I met Dan Cheesy. I said that?
Yes.
Cheesy. And I used to see him like lunchtime, and I was like, oh my God, that's Cheesy. So kind of approached him and auditioned and got into his band. So that's when I started doing music professionally. And from there, I started singing BGVs to other artists. Like I go, it's a long list, like from Wahoo to Achingabura to the Villagers Band, to Stan, to like.
So you did backup vocals for all these award-winning artists previously.
Yes.
But your debut on stage, when did this happen? And had you already recorded and released a song? When did your debut on stage as Dela, not as a backup vocalist, happen?
That was, I think, always in 2009. If I'm not wrong. It was one of these gigs where I was, so Sauti my boys from a long time ago, so they were having this gig and I was able to open for them that time. So from there, the label they were signed to liked what I was doing, so they signed me. So that was like the first time I was on stage, and then as Dela, doing my own music. I think also did a cover that time. And so they signed me from there, and then do that album. Like within a year I had an album at 19. Like who does that? So I had an album back then, and then I guess the rest is history.
And I want to take you back to the Hello cover. Did you imagine that? I mean, did you ever anticipate the reaction you got from people across Kenya? Because I don't think, and this is arguable, but I don't think a lot of people knew about Dela then, but then there was this girl with this amazing, powerful voice, and she was doing the Hello cover in Swahili. Did you anticipate that it would be as huge?
We had no idea that was going to happen. Like, it was like one of the randomest things we've ever done. In the studio, just happened to be in the studio, just hanging out, jamming, catching up with friends.
And we is?
Me. Polycarp, Otieno of South Soul, and Webby.
That is Fancy Fingers.
Fancy Fingers.
That's the guy who doesn't sing.
his fingers are his instrument. So Fancy Fingers and Webby, and Andrew, the guy who played the bass, came through a bit later. So we did this song randomly, and then the next day we just posted it online just for sharing, for sharing's sake. Like, this song is pretty good, let's just put it out there, And then boom, like all this happened. Like we did not see that coming at all.
Okay, and then those people who brought up the copyright issues, but I think I saw you respond somewhere that it was not for commercial purposes at all.
At first it wasn't. We didn't expect that to happen. So usually it's not covers. People do covers all the time.
Yeah.
All the time. Like you can sing a song and just post it. It's okay. Like where it becomes an issue is where you have to sell it and you want to make money off it, and that's like basically like kind of piracy. Yeah. So when it blew up like that, we saw an opportunity there, and we had to get licenses for it. So right now it's available. Get it on Skiza Tunes, yeah. It's available.
Wow.
So
yeah, that's my shower song. So I want to talk about your genre. How do you describe your style? What would you describe your music as?
Oh, I don't like to put myself in a box. Like, I'm very, very versatile. Like, I do all sorts of things. But I want to say I'm doing Afro-pop. Although there's also this Afro-soul side that I obviously cannot ignore. Afro-pop, Afro-soul. I also have some, like a streak of reggae, raga there. Some hip-hop in there, you know. I'm kind of really versatile. So I do a lot of things. But I think my main thing is Afro-pop.
Okay.
Yeah.
So your strong lyrics, Dela. I want to particularly touch on songs like My Feelings, Bad Party Lover, and the strong lyrics. You seem to have beef for these guys out here, and even even with Hello, your interpretation of it and saying Teja hapatikani, and I'm trying to apologize, but I can't treat you. And then with Bad Party Lover and My Feelings, and the video in My Feelings and the nice I mean, you sound pretty angry, Dela. Who has hurt you? And that's the question a lot of people are asking.
Oh my God, everyone
Why
is asking
mad?
I don't know. Okay, it's something I've gone through. Like, I like to write things that I've experienced. It's the best way to reach like someone. Because when I put out My Feelings, someone was like, I didn't think like God would respond like that. People are like, Dela, I'm going through this now. My pal came and told me she's dating my ex, or someone we just broke up with, and it's weird and it's awkward, and I thought I was just going through this by myself. And thank you, Dela, for like saying this, because I'm going through this right now. So it was pretty cool. I had like reservations at first. I thought I'd sound like really like petty, you know what I mean? But then I felt like there was a voice that people needed someone to speak up for them or something,
which is rare, because a lot of artists actually the most unhappy people sing the happiest songs. So anyway, so the reaction has been positive to the messages in your song.
Yeah,
that's what you're saying.
yeah.
Okay, going back to My Feelings, Dela will be performing My Feelings for us very shortly. And again, we invite you to send in your questions to Dela using the hashtag #OneOnOne, and 5 of you will get VIP tickets to all her concerts this year. We'll be asking her where she's planning to perform live and when. So stay with One on One. Dela, the stage is yours.
All right, let's do this.
Wacha nifungue roho, jina langu ni Dela. Nipe glasi, nipe maji, yeye na chupa ya tequila. Siamini macho yangu, rafiki yangu na ex wangu wanapigana matei, yeye nyuma ya mgongo wangu. Na ni kweli umechange, siku hizi uko fishe, unalenga messages zangu, simu zangu haushiki. Siamini mna dead, hey, mapenzi haya tangu lini? Kumbe mjinga ni mimi, kumbe mjinga ni mimi. We friends like this, we friends like this. Who needs an enemy? Enemy, yeah. We friends like you, we friends like you. Who needs an enemy? Enemy. Nimekachi my feelings, yo yo. Nimekachi my feelings. Nimekachi my feelings, yo yo. Nimekachi my feelings. Siamini macho yangu, nimekachi my feelings. Nimekachi my feelings, yo yo. Nimekachi my feelings. Nashanga sana na wewe bana, umeshindwa ku-upgrade. Mimi kuku kienyeji, ni tamu kuliko ya grade. Tena sana na wajaji, tabia zenu ni racha. hakuna nyinyi hamtawahi nifogeti. With friends like this, with friends like this, who needs an enemy? Enemy, yeah. With friends like you, with friends like you, who needs an enemy? Enemy. Nimekachi my feelings, say oh yeah. Nimekachi my feelings. Nimekachi my feelings, say oh yeah. Nimekachi my feelings. Siamini macho yangu. Nimekachi my feelings. Nimekachi my feelings, say oh yeah. Nimekachi my feelings. Nimekachi my feelings. Niwache kasema kwani yeye Mungu nilivania wanitakia mema kumbe fisi oya. Nimwache kasema we nilivania wanitakia mema. With friends like this, with friends like this, who needs an enemy? Enemy, yeah. With friends like you, with friends like you, who needs an enemy? Hey, enemy. Nimekachi my feelings, oh yeah. Nimekachi my feelings. Nimekachi my feelings, oh yeah. Nimekachi my feelings. Siamini macho yangu. Nimekachi my feelings. Nimekachi my feelings, oh yeah. Nimekachi my feelings. Nimekachi my feelings, oh yeah. Nimekachi my feelings. Nimekachi my feelings, oh yeah. Nimekachi my feelings. Siamini macho yangu. Nimekachi my feelings. Nimekachi my feelings, oh yeah. Nimekachi my feelings. Nimekachi my feelings. Nimekachi my feelings, oh yeah. Yo.
And that is My Feelings. And the video is even as captivating as her performance right here in studio. Tell us about who shot and directed this video, Dela.
The video was shot and directed by the award-winning, the incomparable, amazing Clarence Peters, a Nigerian music video director. So we kind of just flew him in to get that video done.
Wow.
We felt like we needed that because it was my first single in such a long time. We needed a big video for a big song because it's a big song.
The amazing award-winning Nigerian director Clarence Peters.
Yeah.
That is amazing. That's amazing. It's brilliant. So let's talk about your. Do you have a preference, like when you're performing live, to go with the acoustics as opposed to playback? Is that intentional?
Yeah, I feel like I'm able to control it more and read the crowd and respond to what's happening when I have a band behind me, rather than a playback. You have to you can't start and stop and change dynamics and do a crescendo, bring it small, and you know what I mean. So it's better like when you're performing live and there's a band and you're trying to read what's going on, you respond to what's happening to you. I feel like I prefer that. I find it easier. Okay,
so this industry, Dela, is competitive. So for you, what is that thing, what is that factor that Dela has that you feel is a force to reckon with? And we know that it is male dominated. Unfortunately, there is that general feeling that female artists, although they may have the talent, are not breaking through as fast as the male performing artists. I may be wrong. What's your experience and what makes you stand out, do you think?
I think that's the case, like in terms of like the male artists doing better. I think the male artists are more aggressive and maybe they're not expected to do something. There's something that they can get away with that we can't get away with. Like they can sing some songs, they can say some things in songs, but when a chick says it's like, oh, did she just do that?
Yeah, like you, for instance, are saying Mafisi. I mean, it kind of feels good for the women out there who are hurting, and even men, I suppose.
Yeah.
Because, you know, it's two-way. Men hurt women, women hurt men. So that, you know, everybody goes through some sort of pain in their life. So it feels good to have a song that you can actually
relate to and be like, this is my jam, this is my story, you guys.
Yeah.
And that's what I think I'm bringing to the table. I'm bringing relatability, and I'm bringing it with attitude, and with sass, and with oomph, and with, you know, with good music, with depth in lyrics, you know, with musicality. I think that's my my X factor.
Okay, so we want to take your tweets. A lot of you are writing into Dela. The hashtag is #OneOnOne. Please keep them tweets coming. Let's take a look at what you're saying. Okay, there we go. Okay, so there we go. And this is what you're saying. Dela is one of my favorite artists. She just killed it tonight. You are going places. Thank you, Gideon. Somebody here is saying, beautiful Dela with amazing and great voice. Thank you for hosting her. Wow, the lady is amazing. My favorite song is My Feelings. She's our queen any day, anytime.
Wow.
And lots more coming in on 22422. I just want to take two of your messages here on this platform. Somebody's saying, I'm Sam and I'd like to know the name of the guitarist. His name is Ben.
Ben, let me just say, this is Ben Soul. He's actually a musician in his own right. So let's go look for Ben Soul. Ben Soul 254 on Instagram and Twitter. He's amazing.
That is Ben. And can we, Kevin, my director, can we just cross over to Ben shortly, have him do something for us, something really short, like 5 seconds. Okay, let's cross over to Ben. There you go, Ben. I know I've ambushed you. Okay, and as we wait on Ben, the hashtag is #OneOnOne. Ben, are you ready? Okay, here we go.
Ben Soul.
Ukipenda msichana, mwambie bila uoga, kila siku kila mara. Ukipenda msichana, mwambie nakupenda, nakupenda, nikueleze kila mara, na hiyo siku ikifika, pete mimi nitakuvisha. Lady, nakupenda, nakupenda, nikueleze kila mara, na hiyo siku ikifika, pete mimi nitakuvisha. Ukipenda msichana.
Wow, Ben, that is amazing. The studio is so lit tonight. That is Ben. Ben, we have to get you your own forum.
Yes.
On #OneOnOne. I think you're stealing Dela's thunder. So let's just cross over here to Dela. And that is a guy actually responding to Dela saying, you know what, you guys, come on, we have no time for your nonsense. So somebody here is saying, great show. I like Dela's hard work. I'm in my final year of architecture school, and the past 6 years have been nothing but architecture. I am proud and envious of her at the same time. I hope to do a collab with her soon, if not later. I love music too. Thanks, Dela, for being an inspiration to us young, ambitious women. And she said she noticed the tongue piercing. Okay, but aside from that,
that's an architect for sure. Detail.
Okay, so away from that, Dela, let's talk about challenges you may have encountered in the industry as a female. You know, because again, we hope to see more of your videos soon. But I know of My Feelings and perhaps, yes, third party. So let's talk about challenges that you've encountered in the industry, you know, across the industry. What have you encountered as a performing artist?
It's just the thing of trying to get acceptance for the art you're doing. Like, it takes a while to break through, especially if you're doing something that's very, very different. It takes a while for guys to warm up to you. So it becomes, you have to get to a point where you have to swallow a bitter pill and decide and realize, oh my God, now I'm babbling.
Yeah.
And be like, I learned the hard way that sometimes it's not necessarily talent, it's your hustle. Like how you put yourself out there and how outgoing you are, who you talk to. And you can have a song, but if you just sing for yourself in the house and you don't go out there and push it yourself and meet people and know people, and you know what I mean, it won't go anywhere. So it's hard work. I've learned to come out of my shell. I'm not a very outgoing person. I'm introverted, kind of. I'm shy and things.
Yeah, but you are an animal on stage.
That's a different thing, because that's like that's what I know. That's what I feel like I know how to do best. So that's my comfort zone. Other things about like meeting people and I've learned, but I'm learning. So
okay. So let's talk about Ahadi Zako, which dropped I think today.
Yes, today.
Let's talk about it. You know, the inspiration behind this particular song, and you know, just basically what it took to release it. Who are you working with, by the way? Who are you signed under currently? I'm
signed to Taurus Music.
Okay.
They've been nothing but supportive, like more than anything I could have imagined. They've been so great. Last time my music is that I feel like it's taking off because of the support I'm doing. I'm able to concentrate on the creative and they're able to develop the business. So it's been amazing. Thank you so much, Taurus Music. I know that actually some of them are here in studio with me.
Yeah.
So
and some of them look like, okay, that's a story for another day. I was going to say organs because I know IK. But that's good for the Nigerian market, isn't it?
They know their business, but they know their stuff. So if that's where the brains and the music business is coming from, why not? Let's work with them and learn from them and make sure that our industry gets to the next level. There's no need to be like, these guys, we can work with them, they're not here. We have a lot to learn from them.
Okay, so Ahadi Zako Dela. Tell us about Ahadi Zako.
Ahadi Zako is the third single of my upcoming album. Yes, I'm doing an album. It's basically about people who tell you things and promise you the world and never deliver. And it's not necessarily that you've asked them to do it. They just decide to tell you. You're like, oh, okay, for no reason, and then they don't do it. So it's just basically saying, don't say things you're not gonna do. Don't promise and you're not gonna fulfill. That's what Ahadi Zako is. Another bitter song.
Yes, integrity. And finally, Dela, your message to upcoming artists, performing artists, or anybody who wants to venture out wherever their passion lies. Particularly, let's talk about upcoming musicians trying to make it in the industry today. Based on your experience, what would you tell them?
I would tell them this industry is not, it's difficult. Like, if this is what you really want, like, focus and work really hard and be determined. Don't give up. Like, there's so many times I'm waking up in the morning, I'm like, why am I doing this? But I love it so much, and you have to keep pushing. Keep pushing and pushing, and just know where you want to be and focus on that dream and make a plan on how to get there. And just, you know, be true to yourself. You know, just know who you are and what you want to talk about. And that's what people will see that. Like, the audiences out there are very, very smart. Like, if you speak to their hearts, if you think from your heart and speak to their heart, you win them over. So just be true to yourself.
Well said, Dela, and that is the lovely Dela. Please keep tweeting. The hashtag is #OneOnOne, and you'll find her Twitter handle there with hashtag #OneOnOne tonight. We've been tweeting on @CitizenTV Kenya. Please keep talking to us. Dela will be dropping Ahadi Zako right here on #OneOnOne tonight in studio. The show keeps getting better. We are so glad you are watching tonight. Please keep talking to us. And by the way, Dela, before you do Ahadi Zako, this year, what concerts are lined up? Where can people get information on that if it's not yet out? When you plan to, you know, be performing and where you plan to be performing?
Have an event at the end of this month at the Prestige Plaza. It's mainly a comedy event, but I'm also going to be performing. Also, I'm planning an unplugged night, just my gig, my own Yangu Yangu, in a couple of months. Just a nice intimate setup. And then later on in the year, I'm also having like an album launch, a big event. So those are the things that are in the pipeline right now. If you'd like to get more information, just follow me on Twitter at Dela Muziki, on Instagram at Dela the Dels, and on Facebook, Dela, D-E-L-A. Yeah.
Okay, and you know, keep following her for details on that. Like she said, If you keep tweeting using hashtag #1on1, I don't know, maybe you might get those 5 tickets. So keep talking to Dela. That's all the time we had, Dela. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.
And now over to you with a Hadizak.
Yay!
Nina ndoto zako, usiku silali mawazo, hasira imenibana kwenye koo, ni wewe hukutimiza ahadi zako. Macho yanacheka lakini moyo unalia, nyaraka niteka, donda ndugu kabakia, ngoja kidogo, usinipe kisogo. You promised me such beautiful things, happiness on butterflies' wings. When did all the magic subside? When did it all die? Broken promises, broken. Nina ndoto zako, usiku silali mawazo, hasira imenibana kwenye koo, ni wewe hukutimiza ahadi zako. Nina ndoto zako, usiku silali mawazo, hasira imenibana kwenye koo, ni wewe hukutimiza ahadi zako. You promised me such beautiful things, happiness on butterflies' wings. When did all the magic subside? When did it all die? Broken promises, broken dreams. Nina ndoto zako, usiku silali mawazo, hasira imenibana kwenye koo, ni wewe hukutimiza ahadi zako. Nina ndoto zako, usiku silali mawazo, hasira imenibana, ni wewe hukutimiza ahadi zako. Mahaba ni tamu, mahaba ni sumu, umeuvunja moyo wangu. Mahaba ni tamu, mahaba ni sumu, umeuvunja moyo